Good morning, SAFY. Welcome to SED Talks, your SAFY Employee Development Talks, the one and only podcast brought to you by SAFY and your OD&R department. I am your host, as always, Robert Smith, your Employee Development Coordinator. And today I want to have a little talk with you. It's kind of a did you know about continuing education. Now, with the field that we're in, obviously we require some highly educated folks, and with that comes some continuing education in order to maintain licensing and credentials. Many of you have to go through that. And depending on your perception of this, that can either be a mind-numbing ordeal, or it can be an exciting way to make sure you're staying up to date with the latest happenings in the field that you love enough to make it your career. And I think that's a very important point that we have to realize, that it's all a matter of perception. You know, this is the career that you chose. This is what you wanted to do. This is what you loved enough in order to spend the rest of your life doing it. Why not make it a happy experience? Why not be excited about learning new techniques and the latest in technology and methods in order to do what SAFY is meant to do, and that's preserving families and securing futures. And to do that, you have to stay up to date. So continuing education can be a great thing, and it should be a great thing. Seeing the difference in that perception is the key, though. It's the same educational opportunity as it is when you think it's a mind-numbing ordeal. It's just viewed through different lenses. But that's enough of my preaching. That's not what we're here to talk about today. So if you stuck around, what I want to talk to you about today is the various avenues that SAFY offers you in continuing education. The first one that I'm going over today is RELIAS. And all of you at one point or another have either seen or used RELIAS. And it's the program we currently use to deliver our onboarding, also our ongoing training. It's where we put our compliance pieces in, our personnel policy manual reviews, things like that. And that's the main function that we've been using RELIAS as a platform. But did you know that as a user, you have a lot more development opportunities at your fingertips with RELIAS? Now, they are a third-party company. It's not something that SAFY owns. We just license through them in order to do our training. We can upload SAFY-specific trainings on there, but RELIAS has its own wealth and library of courses as well. And they actually serve numerous fields outside of our own. I've seen stuff in there for doctors, health professionals, teachers, any type of field you can think of. They have a little bit of a database for courses relating to that field. And what that means is you have a broad library of topic matter that you can peruse. You probably already know that some of the courses you take as a new user in RELIAS could count towards your continuing education. If you don't know that, hey, just so you know, some of your classes in RELIAS can count towards your continuing education credits. How do you find out, you may ask? Well, it's the same way to check it for what we're going to talk about here in a minute. So let's just take a pause. Anybody that doesn't know that, let's catch them up real quick. When you're in RELIAS, when you click on the course title, it takes you to the page with the green start button, and that's how you access your course. It's on that page, and it's slightly to the right. You're going to find a link that says available certificates, or excuse me, it's actually almost like a text box that says available certificates. And there you're going to find a list of the certifying boards that accept that course for continuing education. If there's nothing there, that means that course does not count towards anything. However, if there are boards there, that's where you're going to find your licensing board or your certification board and see if they recognize that course as something that satisfies their requirement for continuing education. And it's the same way for the CEs that we're going to be talking about in a minute. So just kind of keep that fresh in the back of your mind. But at least, hey, everybody's caught up to speed now. Everybody should know that in your basic RELIAS, the courses that you took could be counting towards your continuing education. So definitely check those out. See if you can check that box and get some of those taken care of. All right, back to the topic. On top of the courses that you're assigned to based on your job title. So above and beyond what we assign to you as your curriculum when you were hired in or you switched your job title, you actually do have access to the entire RELIAS library. Remember I said earlier that that was a huge wealth of courses that you can take in any type of field you can think of. Me personally, I used a lot of the computer courses, so it gave me a chance to brush up on my Microsoft Word, my Microsoft Excel. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a spreadsheet guy, so anything I could learn on that was greatly appreciated. I've used them for parenting in my own personal life. There was quite a few courses in there that related to how to effectively let your infants play in ways that you can kind of educate them as you go. Really, really exciting courses in there. Something I could bring home with me and use in my personal life. So any type of enrichment and growth that I can reach there, definitely a great cause. But anyways, to get to the extra courses, on your training page, so the page that has all the courses that you've taken, there should be a button near the top that says Browse Elective Courses. Clicking that is going to take you to a cornucopia of courses that may help satisfy you those CE requirements you've been looking for. So go through there, browse through the topic matter. If it's something that piques your interest, add it to your curriculum. If it's something that sounds like you're interested in or something that's going to be a good growth opportunity for your professional life, definitely click on there. Once you add it to your curriculum, you can go in there, just like I said earlier, and see if it's a continuing education opportunity or not. It'll be right there under that available certificates section. But basically, add it to your course. And let me take a second to say, adding to your curriculum does not make it a requirement for you to take it. You're not going to get a due date assigned with it because it is an elective course. So unlike when you were in RELIAS with us as a new user, you're not going to get those pesky emails every 17 minutes saying, hey, you have a course that's going to be due in 150 days. You should probably get on it. P.S. by the way, that's sent through RELIAS. That was never anything that we did. Not to throw them under the bus, but hey, I'm not getting yelled at. Those emails won't happen in this regard. It's an elective course. It's a self-driven course. You have forever and a day to take those. So take your time, browse through the course, get the information at your leisure. But all you do is you click on it, you get in there, you take the course, you print certificate, and ta-da, you have continuing education credits. Keep those certificates with you when you do your recertification. That'll come in handy. You'll be able to just kind of rifle through them as opposed to having to look them up. But if you ever do need to look them up, the completed elective courses will show up in the exact same screen that your assigned courses did. So once you complete it, it's all intermingled with those. The only difference you'll see is those didn't have a due date for them, but everything else will be identical. So yeah, that is one of the ways to get continuing education through SAFY that we provide, is through our provider RELIAS. So definitely make sure you take advantage of that and check that out. That is not all in regards to continuing education. There are many more options for continuing ed, but we will go over those in future episodes. So make sure that you are staying in tune to future SED talks here on the SAFY Employee Development Network. If you found us here, give us a like, give us a shout out. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, questions, as always, you can reach me at smithro@safy.org. Just put in the subject title SED Talks and we will definitely get back with you. But I'm going to let you guys go for now. I appreciate your time. Go out there and change some lives. And until we meet again, enjoy life, laugh, live, love, and always enjoy your moment of zen.